Alright guys, what is up? And welcome back to Lords Mobile. Now, hopefully you've seen the first video because I'll be going off from that. I'm breaking the video into parts because I really do not want to have too long a video because those do get boring. Alright, now looking at the next bit. I believe the next thing I wanted to look at is I'm going to start with research gear. Now, what I showed you just now in the previous video, hopefully you have seen it. Somebody initiated the rally. What you saw is attack gear. Now, that was gear for attacking, which looked like this, and I gave you options for free-to-play gear. But now we're going to look at gear for growing. All right. Now these are believed to be some of the best gear you need to grow quickly. The higher the gear, the better. Now, this flute here is the best of research gear that you can find out there. It just is. It's the best. You should get it. You should have 2 to 3 of those, depending on your castle level. They are amazing. They give you a total of 18% research speed, and that is a necessity. Always equip them 3 when you start research. Then once the research has begun, you can take them off. Because once research has begun, then the accessory is no longer required. The time will not change. Nothing will happen as long as you begin the research. It then starts. If it's 17 days, it will still be 17 days, even if you take the flutes off. Now, for the best shoes, try get these. These are outright the best shoes that you can get. They give you both construction speed and research speed, regardless of what you are doing, construction or research. Always have these on. Construction speed and research. These are the best growing boots in the game. They are not free to play, but I got these to blue without purchasing any packs to do with the Griffin chests. The Griffin set, so you should be able to get them to green or blue regardless. You just do get these are the best. For a helmet, I really don't know which helmet to get. I got this here, which I believe to be the best for growing. It's not free and it will take you a while to get it. Mine is only blue, so I should really not have put that range tag jewel there, but this is a necessary helmet, what most would say, for growing, because there's not too many helmets out there for growing. The flutes are the main thing. Now for construction, I'd say get these, the Sentinel ones. I only have one because I don't work too much on construction, so I don't feel it. I had more before, but I got rid of them because I needed the items that it uses to upgrade, and I wanted to get my flutes up. But I do have this here, which I equip, which gives me 12.6 construction. Whereas this gives me 25. I should really get more of those, to be honest. Now, this is also a really good item. It's from the Griffin set, and this is the easiest item I believe to get in the entire set. So you should really get this item. Mine is at purple without much effort, so you should be able to get it at least to blue, and it gives you a total of 11% construction speed, which is great. Now for main hand wise, there's not too many. I have the paid item for growth, and it costs, I believe, about $20 for that specific item. Those are the best packs to get in the beginning because they help you grow so much. They give you so much items. They give you a main hand. They give you a chest. I believe they give you an accessory as well as a helmet. So they give you 3 items, and I used those till about level 45 or so before I started to get things that actually gave me stuff I needed. They usually just give you experience, but the main hand does give you construction speed, and that's 20%, which is great. But the other item I know that you can get is, I believe this one here, 7% construction speed, which is something, as well as the Lumos Lance, which gives you some as well. So get one of those, I guess, if you want to get something, but the best option is obviously getting the $20 pack, which is not too much if you're a long-term player. Now, going back to my cabinet, let's look at. So we've covered the accessories, we've covered the offhand, we've covered the helmet, the main hand, the chest. This is the chest you get with paid, but it doesn't give you anything to do with growth. It just gives you experience, which is growth in itself. But this is the one I found, which does give you some, and it's something. It does still give you some army defense, which works out well for you overall. But I guess do get this one, but you can kind of skip the chest for growth, because chest and helmet, because they generally ain't too many, and 4 or 5% is not going to do anything. I mean, if without applying my growth set, I believe if I look at my statistics, I do have 211%, and that will be about 300 if I actually equip my items, and research will be about 200 if I put my research set on. Alright, so that covers the growth items. Now let's take a look at the heroes. These are my heroes. These are my 5 favorite heroes. That's the big guy, which is a paid hero. Prima Donna, which is a free hero, who is essential. She is a healer. She is just needed. She's currently in the meta. These are really horrible stats though. I wish these were anything but Siege, because Siege is quite useless. But skill-wise, she heals. She does some damage, and she's really good. So she is essential. Do get her and have her in your team. I really recommend it. If you cannot get her, try get the fish, which is Sea Squire, or maybe Rose Knight, because they do have some healing and some shields. Now going on to Rose Knight. She's a free hero. You get her quite late in the game. You have to beat the hero stages, and she has a nice boost in overall army attack and cavalry, which is good. And her skills are great because they apply shields, they stun, and she's just overall a really strong hero for defense. So if you can get her if you're a free-to-play player, because she stands up to any of the paid and goes beyond that. Now every single team that you have has to have a really strong nuker, which is a person who can do a lot of damage, and one of the best people for that is Tracker. Tracker is not that strong HP wise, but attack wise she's amazing. Her skills in battle are nearly 10k for me, a 10k one shot, which would kill quite a few heroes, because if you look back at, for example, Prima Donna, and look at her statistics, she has less health than the damage of Tracker, so she would get destroyed if Tracker was to hit her. It's just essential to have a nuker. Now I got this assassin who is actually good because of the current meta. Like I said, almost everybody has a Prima Donna, meaning that he will jump straight to her and he will kill her really quickly, because he does really high damage. In a few hits he's able to finish off Prima Donna before she can heal everything. And the big guy, of course, which is a paid hero, so I guess this doesn't apply to you all, but it does give you really good statistics, stats for your infantry, as well as construction speed, which is just great to begin with, because in the beginning you're doing a lot of construction, and people are always doing construction. Now there are a few other heroes which are good, and I'm just going to go through the list that I own to tell you if they are good or bad, if they're good for fighting, if they're good for the Colosseum, which I'll show you in a second, and etc, etc, etc. Shade, he is good overall. He's not as good as Demon Slayer, I believe, which is what I used him for a little while. I mean, I have a few. I was trying to get him to a purple. As you can see, he's 31 out of 100. But I just didn't like him as much as Demon Slayer. But he's good in both. Oathkeeper, he's not good. He's not that great in anything, but he is not too bad when you're fighting, because he does give a good, nice boost to infantry. The Ethereal Guide, she is good in arena, and she is good in fighting in the army, because her stats do give boosts to these, which both go up to 50 and 30, but she is paid, so unless you're willing to spend some money, she's not really worth it to have in your squad. Trickster is not good in anything, to be honest, apart from the fact that he gives you research speed, as you can see here, goes up to 25%, and he's free. He's a free hero, so if you have time, put your time into it. Wichita is a paid hero. She gives you construction, research, and training, which is just amazing. I need to put some money into her to try get her up, but I don't have too much information regarding her. The Petite Devil is great. She has the longest stun in the game. I believe it's 5 seconds, and it's the entire enemy team. Here, the Lullaby. I got her level 59. I used to use her as one of my main heroes, but she got outclassed because I only had her at Grey. Dream Witch, don't even look at her. She's good, but she's far too expensive. It's like 2,000 or something to get her up. It's just not worth it. Or like 500 or whatever. It's just not right. The Songstress here is amazing for everything. She heals and she's good in the army. Her abilities, battle skills are just great. As you can see here, she gives you a stat boost for all of the main types up 20, 25, 25, and she's just good. A lot of strong players have her as the main hero. The Barbarian. My Barbarian is not that powerful right now, but he is really good. He gives you cavalry boost and army defense, and overall he's good in both the arena and army. Goblin. The Goblin is good in the army, but not good in the arena. I recommend not really using him, but he is free, so put your time into him if you maybe like the way he looks. But in the arena, he's just not good. He powers up Prima, so she heals because he has a lot of little damage, nothing that can nuke. The Elementalist, I don't have too much information about him, but I know that he's not too bad in the army. Although not many people use him, so I don't really know. Actually, no, he's horrible in the army. I take that back. He's not really that great anywhere. Child of Light, I don't have too much information about him, but looking at his stats, he has 2 for the army, so I'm pretty sure he's not too bad in your main army. He doesn't do too bad in the main arena either. Sage of Storms, he's a horrible hero. I don't recommend using him. He does, although I believe, give you research or construction. There you go. So if you want some construction, put your time into him. Scarlet Bolt, I haven't seen her use too much, but she does give construction. So if you have the time, level her up. Incinerator, great right now in the meta because despite sucking in the main army, she is able to burn down the big guy, which is what everybody uses. Because if you look at her skills, she just does quite a lot of damage. Now, Snow Queen, she is good. She's overall good. I mean, she does give you ranged. She's not bad in the battle either, and in the arena, she's not the worst. Soul Forger, he's quite shit, and I would just ignore him in the arena. In the main battle, he's not too bad, but overall, not good enough for either. Death Archer, quite a strong hit. I know she does quite a big damage, but she's also very overtime. And the way currently things work, you want to get rid of enemies really quickly. So in the main army, not too bad, I guess, but overall, Night Raven, I just think he's not that great at all. He does give you cavalry, so in the main army he is good, and those go up to huge bonuses, and he is free. But wall defense sucks, and he's horrible in the arena because he does loads of little damage. 3 times, for example, here with 500. Each hit will give Prima Donna and the enemy team mana to use their abilities, and he will not do enough damage to do anything, so ignore that. He's not that great. And that covers my heroes. And just over these, the Crow is good. Sea Squire is good in the arena, not the best though. Death Knight is a really good hero, good alternative to the big guy. And the Watcher is a hero you should not be looking at if you are free to play, because chances are you're never going to get him. Because you have to do special events, and you get 3 medals at a time, and you need 10, and he didn't. Even then, he's just grey. Grey, sorry. Alright, and just a quick heads up though, the way you level up your heroes is you will have to get medals, which you get through clearing these stages. You need to beat the stage at 3 stars, as you can see here on the left. Whoops, why did we go to that? In the left, and you're going to have to do it, so I'm going to do it twice now, for example. And see, that gives me 1 medal, and I just need to get 143 more of them. And the way you level up their rank is you have to get these items, which works the same way as the medals. You have to go to the stage that it's from. But for example, I can't do that because I don't have this stage unlocked. Alright, and this is the arena that I was speaking about. I am currently rank 99. Best I've been is 63. My team is really similar to a lot of people's because it just is good. I can't even look at the team because I don't have any entries, but it just works. So I mean, you can trust my opinion, you know, as much as you think you should, because you can see that I'm not doing bad in the arena, considering there's thousands of players. Alright, well that covers heroes and that covers main buildings. I believe that's what. Oh, that covers research gear and your heroes. I'm gonna have to leave it here. I believe. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. The heroes are quite a boring subject to talk about in this way, but hopefully that gave you some sort of idea on who to get and who to avoid. Always go through the list. Let me just quickly see if I can find something for you guys. Here is a screenshot. Maybe this just is a quick little guide to some of the better stuff you can get. Just screenshot this or whatever, and then there's the offensive gear. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching, and look out for the next video, in which I believe I'm just going to cover a few things not relating to gear and your buildings. Maybe I'll show you some of my research. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.